Saya tak tahu siapa.
Kalau tak tahu, maka tak kenal. Kalau tak kenal, maka tak cinta.
A few moments later.
Hello guys, welcome to my video. Let me introduce myself. My name is Novita Angel Katiandago. My student ID number is 19142010289289. And I made this video as final semester assignment for the basic English course. At this time, I will explain about the 8 part of speech. There are 8 parts of speech in English language. 1. Noun. 2. Pronoun. 3. Verb. 4. Adjective. 5. Adverb. 6. Preposition. 7. Conjunction. And 8. Interjection. So, this video I will explain about the 8 parts of speech. A noun is a word of person, place, thing, or idea. Nouns are often used with an article, the, a, an, but not always. Proper noun always start with a capital letter. Common nouns do not. Noun can be singular or plural, concrete or abstract. Nouns show position by adding s. Nouns can function in different roles within a sentence. For example, a noun can be a subject, direct object, indirect object, subject complement, or object of a preposition. For the example, the young girl brought me a very long letter from the teacher, and then she quickly disappeared. Oh my! A pronoun is a word used in a place of a noun. A pronoun is usually substitute for a specific noun, which is called its antecedent. In the sentence above, the antecedents for the pronoun she is the girl. A pronoun is a word used in place of noun, like she, he, they, it. For explain, the young girl brought me a very long letter from the teacher, and then she quickly disappeared. Oh my! We can see the TIP sheet of pronouns for further information. Third is verb. The verb in sentence expresses action or being. There is a main verb and sometimes one or more helping verbs. Like she can sing. Sing is the main verb. Can is the helping verb. A verb must agree with its subject in number, or both are singular or both are plural. Verbs also take different from to express tense. For example, the young girl brought me a very long letter from the teacher, and then she quickly disappeared. Oh my! For adjective, an adjective is a word or set of words that modifies a noun or pronoun. Adjectives may come before the word they modify. An adjective can come before nouns or after linking verbs. For example, that is a cute puppy, and she likes a high school senior. So, adjective may also follow the word they modify. For example, the puppy looks cute, and the technology is state of the art. 5. Adverb. An adverb is a word or set of words that modifies verbs, adjective, or other adverbs. Adverbs answer how, when, where, why, or to what extent, how often, or how much. For example, he speaks slowly, and he speaks very slowly. They arrive today. They will arrive in an hour. Let's go outside. Adverbs are used to describe verbs, adjectives, or other adverbs. They are often, but not always, made by adding "ly" to the adjective. For example, I walk slowly. Slowly tell us about the verb walk, and they work quickly. Preposition. A preposition is a word or group of words used before a noun, pronoun, or noun phrase to show direction, time, place, location, spatial relationships, or to introduce an object. Some examples of preposition are words like in, at, on, of, to. A few rules. Preposition in direction. To refer to a direction, use the preposition to, in, into, on, and onto. For example, she drove to the store. Next, don't ring the doorbell. Come right into the house and drive onto the grass and park the car there. Now, preposition of time. Use in with the parts of the day, not specific time, and months, years, and seasons. For example, he read in the evening. The weather is cold in December. She was born in 1996, and Wilrek lives in the fall. Use at with the time of day. Like also use at with noon, night, and midnight. For one example is I go to work at 8 o'clock, and she often goes for a walk at night. Next, use on with days. I work on Saturdays. He does laundry on Wednesday. Preposition of place. To refer to a place, use the preposition in, the point itself, and at, the general vicinity, and on the surface and inside something contained. For example, they will meet in the lunch room. She was waiting at the corner. He left his phone on the bed. Placed the pen inside the drawer. Conjunctions. A conjunction is a word like and, but, although, because. Conjunctions have an important function because they join other words and phrases together. Introduction to conjunctions. We can consider conjunction from three aspects. What do conjunction do? Conjunction have two basic functions or job. 1. Coordinating conjunction are used to join two parts of a sentence that are grammatically equal. The two parts may be single word or clause. For example, Jack and Jill went up the hill, and the water was warm, but I didn't go swimming. Subordinating conjunction are used to join a subordinate dependent clause to a main clause. For example, I went swimming although it was cold. What do conjunction looks like? Conjunction have three basic formats. 1. Single word, for example, and, but, because, although. 2. Compound, often ending with as or that. For example, provide that, as long as, in order that. 3. Correlative, surrounding an adverb or adjective. For example, so, that. 3. Where do conjunction go? What do conjunction 3. Where do conjunction go? Coordinating conjunction always come between the words or clauses that they join. Subordinating conjunction usually come at the beginning of the subordinate clause. Interjection. An interjection is a word used to express emotion. It is often followed by an exclamation point, like oh, wow, oops. The younger brought me a very long letter from the teacher, and then she quickly disappeared. Oh my.
A few moments later.
Okay guys, thank you for watching my video about the 8 parts of speech. Thank you.
If the sun refused to shine